He's Rich Eisen, on loan from the NFL Network. He joins us now. Where do you want to start, Rich?
With my candidacy for the job at the University of Texas.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck.
I just want a sixth year. That's it. Just want a sixth year.
All right. Well, thank you, Rich. Have a great weekend.
Yeah, no problem. I got to go recruit. I got to go out there. As you know, it's 24/7.
I was going to here's the poll question today.
Yeah.
Do you want weather conditions like we have in New York for the Super Bowl?
Like right now? Like a foot of snow
right now? Yes.
No, I don't want that. And nobody does.
I do. The NFL does.
The NFL does not want a foot of snow.
Yes, they do.
The NFL does not want a foot of snow. The NFL wouldn't mind it, having a light snow shower on the day of the game, so you could see flakes dropping on the Super Bowl. It's not like something they would want. They would deal with it.
But the snow is going to be cleared, Rich. So
it's the issue of getting people into the city. Like a Thursday, Friday, or Saturday snowstorm hits. I think that is the concern.
So it's not about the game.
The city can handle it. The city can handle it. It's just that getting people in and out and it logistically working smoothly and obviously, most importantly, safely. That is what I think the league is concerned about, that there's too much of a weather situation to make that feasible. And
let's say everybody gets in.
But then again, Dan, like I said, Week 16, it was 70 degrees in Philadelphia. So it could be the complete opposite. And when these snowstorms hit, we are wringing our hands about it. But you and I both know that, what is it now, a month, 4 weeks from Sunday, it could be 65 and sunny.
Let's put the over-under.
Sunday.
Over-under temperature.
Yeah.
Over-under at 28 degrees. 28 and a half degrees. What do you have?
Is Musburger setting this line?
Oh, no.
I'll go above at kickoff.
All right, I'm going under.
Okay.
For $5,000.
Now, that's a crucial piece of information I thought you should reveal before you start me down this rabbit hole. Dan.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I think that, I deserve that sign of respect. But, yeah, sure. No problem.
I was going the under on Jay Cutler's deal. I thought it was going to be $115 million. It's more than that. Now, the true hard number there is the signing bonus, and they're going to be in for about $50 million with Jay Cutler. I'm in the minority. I think it's a good deal for Chicago because you look at what Plan B or Plan C was. Now, would I'd like to have seen them spend a little bit of money on their defense? Yes, I would. But I have to look at this, that I got a guy who can be a franchise quarterback.
Yeah, well, this is what they believe, and he can be a franchise quarterback, and they're certainly paying him like one. I personally, I would have franchise tagged him for a year, just one more year. See what this looked like one more year, and use the money to get some on defense. Now, I mean, the money is out there and it's large, and it does not mean that they cannot spend on defense. They can do, wonders with the accounting and how you can move dollars around to free them up for players you may want. That's what I would have done. That is a chunk of change to throw at a guy who I still don't know if I believe in is the quarterback for the Chicago Bears.
I asked Tony Dungy, who would you rather have, Tony Romo, Jay Cutler?
And he said Romo.
He paused, long pause, and then he said Cutler.
You sure he wasn't paying attention to you? Was it just call waiting came in? Or?
No, I was staring right at him. He was
he really was?
Yeah, he was right here. Yes.
Thinking. And then he said Jay Cutler.
He didn't fall asleep on the pregame show.
Well, that's one of my favorite pieces of video I've seen. Very, very.
Has that ever happened to anybody on the NFL?
No. We're thinking of changing our promos.
We keep awake on our...
Good morning. We keep you awake. And...
Ourselves.
We keep everyone awake. Oh, my gosh.
No.
But
It's live TV. Live TV.
Where were we?
I don't know where we were. We were on Cutler and Romo.
Of course, listen, they're both very talented guys who can win football games in the National Football League, and that's where we are in this day and age where you've got talented, big-armed guys who can win games in the National Football League, but who really haven't proven themselves much in the postseason, and their number is up, and it's time to make a decision. Do you pay them the amount of money that is requisite to keep a contract going 6, 7, 8 years for your quarterback, or do you go ahead and tell them to take a hike and leave another team to do that and start from either scratch in the draft or a quarterback that you think could win games like maybe McCown and throw your hand in that basket? And the smart move seems to be just go ahead and sign the kid who can wing it around and has the ability to win football games, and hope that he has the ability to win football games in December and January one day. Question is, can you build a team around him to do that based on how much money you're paying this guy? That's the issue.
He's Rich Eisen from the NFL Network. You can hear his Rich Eisen podcast. You can go to richeisen.nfl.com and on iTunes. Mm-hmm. Bill Belichick said, let's get rid of the extra point, which I'm fine with. I had a couple of suggestions, though, if we get rid of the extra point. Or put the ball at the 1 instead of the 2. And therefore, if you go for 2, you might be more apt to go for 2 instead of 1. Or blindfold the place kicker for the extra point. Or the guy who scores the touchdown has to kick the extra point.
Why not just kick the extra point?
The extra point is boring.
So what?
Well, we're trying to add more scoring.
So are pennies, but they're part of our economy, Dan. It's like a penny.
We're getting rid of pennies.
Well, I still have them, and it means something. I mean, what are you supposed to do? Must everything have great importance and meaning?
Yes.
What the NFL is doing?
Yes.
An extra point is an extra point, and plus, at some point, right, there is something okay about keeping something that is something the league has done for decades. It's okay. Not everything needs to be updated and improved.
Okay.
Not everything.
Okay. How about we keep
do the extra point? What needs to be updated and improved is the replay system, desperately.
Well, we're doing that.
Well, we'll see. We'll see, because there is still a very powerful faction of coaches who, for some reason, insist the head referee have eyes on the play.
No.
Because they want to look the person in the face who is making the decision on the field.
No.
They want that to happen, and I say that should no longer be the case. It should be reviewed by it's just like the NHL, the League Central Office makes this review and just happens to turn the referee into a messenger. This is what we've decided. And that's what has to happen. It's got to happen.
It will. Okay, the NFL is considering reseeding the playoffs based on your record, strictly on your record. Mm-hmm. Would you have any problem with San Francisco hosting Green Bay this weekend?
Yes, I would. They didn't win their
division. So I'm in the toughest division, and you're in a crappy division, but you won your division.
Right.
It's like Seattle was, 7-9?
7-9. That's exactly right. Let's not forget Beastquake. It happens. Just because your record is worse than your opponent does not mean that you should be forced to go on the road.
But San Francisco's 12-4. San Francisco.
You won your division.
So what?
Location matters. It does. You won your division. You get to host a home playoff game. And I understand that San Francisco went 12-4, and now they're forced to go on the road.
You're a killjoy today, Rich Eisen.
I am not, Dan.
You don't want snow. You're anti-snow. You want to keep the extra point.
I love snow. I'm a snow guy. I took my kids to see Frozen, Dan. Come on. What more do I need to tell you?
You want the extra point?
Yes, I'm a traditionalist. Keep the extra point. Keep all this, because a change is going to come. I'd be stunned if the playoffs are not expanded in sometime in the recent.
They're going to add
months.
2 more wild card teams.
And they are?
Yes.
So enjoy this.
Are you okay with adding 2 more wild card teams?
I am not.
Okay, because you're a traditionalist.
I'm a traditionalist.
How about some defense? Did you get upset when we got rid of defense in the NFL?
When do we get rid of defense in the NFL?
They neutered these guys. They took away everything that they had. They're begging the offense to, throw. You got to throw for 4,000 yards.
I would like the competition committee to pump the brakes a little bit.
Oh,
but I don't think that's coming. I don't think that's coming.
Call people out, Rich.
How so? Did I just do that?
No, you said you pump the brakes.
I'd like them.
I want heads to roll, Rich.
Now who's the one who's all up in arms?
I am.
What happened? You started this conversation all, calm, cool. It's the quiet coolness of DP.
I'm changing in the 2014 year.
Is this your New Year's resolution?
Yes, I hear these other talk show hosts that they're controversial and they yell and scream, and that's what I'm doing this year. Embrace debate. Even if I don't believe it, I'm going to embrace debate. I'm going to make up facts as I go along.
Are you going to call coaches?
However,
quote-unquote, you call them jokes. That's what you're supposed to do in that part of this. This coach is a joke, right? That's
I'm going to dedicate
the brio you need to bring to your seat, your sports talk seat. So and so is a joke and should be fired.
A joke.
All of them, take them out. That coach is a joke.
I am going to dedicate my life to Tim Tebow, and
yes, you should,
just start calling people out. That's all I'm going to do.
Embrace you should. I've already got my SEC Network hoodie.
Your hoodie.
Yeah, I got my SEC Network hoodie.
Okay, here's the question for you: is before I say goodbye, to Rich Eisen, does Tim Tebow play in the NFL again?
No, he does not.
Okay.
No, he does not.
What a buzzkill! Skip Bayless just tweeted, "Rich Eisen buzzkill."
Skip Bayless only tweets his thoughts. Did you know that, right? He never actually. He's the most antisocial person on social media. He never responds to anybody who follows. He doesn't retweet any of his followers.
Is there anything called the anti-social network?
Have McLovin,
yeah.
right? McLovin.
Yeah, McLovin.
Who does real Skip Bayless follow? He follows one person.
Oh,
tell me who he follows.
Skip Bayless.
Correct. The one person he follows is himself.
It's his first take. He doesn't have a second take.
It's called social media for a reason. It's not anti-social media.
So you can watch Rich NFL Game Day morning. Are you guys working tomorrow morning?
Yeah, we're on at noon Eastern Saturday, taking you up to Colts and Chiefs, and then we're on Sunday morning from our usual 9 a.m. to 1 o'clock, right up until Bengals Chargers.
Okay. All right.
So it's twice the love, and then I'll be on after the Packers and Niners on Game Day Final. It's time to pull two-a-days, Dan. It's that time of year.
Hey, it's every day's Super Bowl here.
Well, I'm stepping my game up. It's the playoffs. It's the second season. I'm packing a lunch. I'm hydrating properly so I don't cramp up.
Uh-oh.
And that's that I'm saying goodbye to my children.
Is that Xander?
That's Xander.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
He's saying Happy New Year, Dan. Uncle Dan.
Happy New Year, Xander.
You just lost out to Doc McStuffins, I'm sorry to say.
Not the first time.
Not the first time.
All right. Tell Susie Happy New Year, and I'll talk to you soon.
Same to you and yours.
All right. Booyah. That's Rich Eisen, NFL Network.
The Dan Patrick Show, weekday mornings on Audience.